Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today at NBC 10. We're here today with Chris Goldstein. He's an organizer with Philly NORML and a cannabis advocate. We have answers to all the questions that you might have regarding the programs here in Pennsylvania or in New Jersey, so don't be shy and ask away.
So how many states can you buy marijuana? You've got Colorado, you've got Nevada, you've got California, you've got Oregon, Washington, and soon this week, Michigan will be joining that. Massachusetts was last week as well. Let's not forget all of Canada started selling marijuana in 2018. New Jersey really has a strong chance at doing it in 2019. Either we're going to get it done in the next few weeks here this year, or it's going to get early in the spring of 2019. Well, the first state was almost the first state in the country to legislatively legalize marijuana this year, and they were 4 votes shy. The legislature essentially passed marijuana legalization. They just couldn't enact it. I think Delaware is going to have a second bite at that apple first thing in 2019, and you'll see Delaware legalize marijuana very shortly. One of the worst things about prohibition is how expensive it makes these products. Laboratory tested wholesale marijuana should be way cheaper than what you're paying today. The tax rate doesn't matter as much as the wholesale price. So if it's $1 a gram, well, 25% tax, not a big deal. If it's $100 a gram, well, that 25% tax means a lot more. So we've got to have a real strong discussion about what a fair price of marijuana should be before we talk about how high the taxes should be. Well, the pros are certainly in the revenue. I mean, Colorado throws money at college programs and giving money back to the homeless in their towns. The cons to legalization really are how we haven't really transitioned out of the underground market. We've created a parallel legal market, but we really haven't brought all the people in the underground marijuana economy into a pathway of legitimacy. That's what we'd like to see in the future, is all those small business owners out there today go legit tomorrow. The state of Delaware has decriminalized marijuana possession, less than 10 grams for those over the age of 21. Here in Philadelphia, less than 30 grams for all ages is just a $25 ticket. But technically moving it over state lines could get you into trouble. We've had medical marijuana programs running for years. Here in Pennsylvania, we have a multi-million-dollar medical cannabis industry up and running today. Now, all of these businesses do have banks to some regard, but they're paying a lot of money for their banking. So what we'd like to see in New Jersey and some other states, and they propose this, is a public bank. From that public bank, we've got some place to put all the finances, but we also have a place to give out small business loans to potential cannabis small business owners sometime in the future. Relieving criminal records and expunging marijuana possession records from your past is something that legislatures are working on today. And folks, if you live in Pennsylvania and you have a small-time marijuana record, look for expungement right now. There are legislators like Joanna McClinton here in Philadelphia that have clinics, free clinics that help you. New Jersey's legislation and other states want to have automatic expungement for marijuana. In New Jersey's bill, they're actually making it easier for anybody with multiple felony convictions to get into the cannabis industry. So we may not be able to expunge your felony record, but it won't hold you back from getting into New Jersey's cannabis industry. We're writing the law specifically so that if you have marijuana felonies, you'll still be able to get a job in the marijuana industry. We're not going to close you out. It really is a private company issue, and it may continue to be. However, there are workplaces that have evolved their policies with cannabis and eliminated the THC test from the drug testing at the workplace. On the other hand, again, what we want is a reasonable policy. So the biggest employer is government here in Pennsylvania. If we could set standards for municipal employees, then it will tell private industry how to move forward with this. And obviously, Philadelphia has a lot to gain, and there's a lot of people who are involved with cannabis here already. And since we've decriminalized marijuana here, there's a wonderful cannabis community in this town. I think the mayor and city council can start planning ahead for the future of legalization in this city. Zone areas for where marijuana businesses can be. Start working on a New Jersey-style micro-business plan. How can we get small business loans out to future cannabis owners? Unfortunately, college campuses have been really bad about legalization, even in California and Colorado. Claiming a reliance on federal funding, campuses don't allow medical marijuana patients to be staff, faculty, or live in the dorms. So you could be a student and a medical marijuana patient, you just can't live in the dorm. And if you declare that you're a medical marijuana patient and you're staff or faculty, you could be putting your job at risk. So you're not going to be growing marijuana in your dorm room anytime soon. You know, you can actually. Marijuana is easy to grow, you can grow it outside, and you don't need expensive lights. Right now, New Jersey is not allowing home cultivation. You want to grow your own marijuana, you better call your legislators right now. There will still be marijuana DUIs, and the testing is pretty complicated right now. There's no such thing as a breathalyzer for marijuana. What they use is a blood test for nanograms per milliliter in your blood. That's what they use in Pennsylvania today. I think a lot of consumers are probably going to consume them together in a legalized world. There is pretty clear data that mixing marijuana and alcohol, especially behind the wheel, is not a good idea at all. Right now, everybody's got an age 21. In Philadelphia, we've decriminalized it for all ages, but it's not legal to smoke, that's for sure. I think that age 21 for marijuana is too high in age for several reasons. In arrests here in Pennsylvania, out of 20,000 arrests a year, 5,800 are under the age of 21. But the data for years here in Pennsylvania and New Jersey shows that young people get arrested at higher rates than other ages. That compels me to say, well, it should be legal for age 18 and up. We should bring these young adults into the regulated marijuana market, allow them lab-tested products, and keep the police out of their lives. It's that simple. That's what they're doing in Canada. It's good for Canada. I think we should probably do it here too.